that tells me it's the weekend shave. Happy times. Welcome to the Sunday shave and to the weekend shave. I hope your weekend's going well and good health to enjoy it. That's very important, isn't it? And a bit of happiness, a bit of laughter in there, hopefully, and surrounded by people you wish to be surrounded with. So I'm glad you can join me. Some people, do you still, yeah, some watch, some shave with me, some lie there with their iPads, and someone said a while back they watched me on this huge LG 4K, some ridiculous size, and it goes it goes through me to think of me on a big screen like that. Right, it's bad enough on this thing. Yeah, shaving, new brush and a very inexpensive razor, a second use of a blade, and a soap I've not used for a while. So what do you want to see first? The brush. Okay, the Yaqi Moka. That's one of the ones I bought. 24 sorry, mil. It's a synthetic, very soft, beautiful synthetic brush. I asked for a synthetic when I ordered it. Beautiful. Really enjoying synthetic brushes. But look at that handle, if it does it any justice. Absolutely beautiful. It's like the old, there used to be a lot of, we had a lot of like soap dishes in the bathroom when I was a child, made of like the tortoiseshell type thing. That's what that reminds me of, tortoiseshell. The old tortoiseshell, or false tortoiseshell. But yeah, really nice. Good grip. So we'll see how that works. That only needs wetting. The Lord, now I've used this a few times in shaves and I've given it, it's not the correct, I've said it's the Lord L6. It's not. It's the Lord L5, this particular one. So I've been giving you false information, I'm sorry. There's the Lord on the top there. 3-piece non-adjustable overhang is there, and I'm using that Personna Red I used in the last shave, second use. And I'm trying to be looking after the, you know that little pimple thing? I don't know if you can see a little dot. I caught it when I was washing it, so I didn't have to be careful there. These little tiny bumps bleed the worst, they make it worse. Right, so the soap is Yushu, Gentleman's Shaving Shop, Juniperberry. Comes in a lovely stainless steel pot holder, if you like. Now I've bloomed it in hot water, tap water. That's been there for about 10 minutes and I'm going to use that as my pre-shave. So bear with me. Yeah, Juniperberry. So I thought I'd give it a go, give it a revisit if you like. There we go. Homemade pre-shave. If you don't fancy buying it, pre-shave oil or pre-shave creams. The scent is it's a nice scent, but it's nothing, you know, it's nothing wow, not like that A&E. I could still smell that, you know, hours after. Beautiful. It's, anyway, so empty that. I'm going to just wet this synthetic. So you can see there. So I've given it a few shakes so it's wet but not dripping. That's got a bit of moisture on it, and it should feel very nice. don't think I'll need a lot of this, to be fair. I can tell straight away it needs a drink. Likes a drink, so look at that. It's clever, isn't it? Right, so I'm just going to put some water in there, and then needs a bit more. Just bear with me. In actual fact, I can't remember what this soap lathered like. I remember there's no bother with it, but I don't remember it being this sort of, like in this much water. So it's been bloomed, brush was damp, and that's a nice lather actually. So how are you on this fine, well I hope it's fine, Sunday, where you are, Sunday morning, or whenever you're watching this. Okay, heat the razor up, and here we go, first pass, Lord L5 DE razor, very inexpensive. Good audio feedback, and there's one of the hairs of that brush, that's not good, is it? Molting already. No, sometimes that happens with a new brush, you get the odd strays, not too many though, there's something wrong. Good audio feedback, and a nice, it's not a mild razor, it's a sort of higher end mild to mid aggression, but not Edwin Jagger aggression, a bit less than that for me, and a bit more than a Wilkinson Sword Classic. So that's confused, isn't it? Really nice stuff, really nice feeling. Personna Red Blade I used in the last shave, doing really nicely. So I'm going to do this chin first, carefully. Well done, I opened it up, it's amazing. So, where did I read it? It wasn't on YouTube. Facebook maybe, somebody, or was it a message on Facebook? I can't remember, but somebody said, you seem to have a few nicks and cuts in your shaves and don't see many other shavers doing it. Well no, a lot of shavers are probably better at it. Although I would expect a few may edit them out, not, or if it goes wrong they don't put the video up, maybe. So maybe they do cut but they don't show it, I don't know. Or as I say, they're much better at it than I am. But you will cut yourself at some stage, I'm proof of that. But as they are with me, if I cut, I cut, if I don't, I don't. If I like it, I like it, if I don't like it, I'll say. That's lovely. Very, very mild scent, Juniperberry. It's nice, but it's nothing wow for me. It's just pleasant and very subtle, very subtle. If you don't like a strong scented soap, you'd like this. Okay, we're going to go, I'm just going to add a few drops of water to that soap, because it's you see that? It likes a lot of water. That's enough. There you go. Onto the brush. Let's get it wet. Lovely brush. For a synthetic, I say this all the time, it's soft, beautifully soft tips, but there's a damn good backbone to it as well, as you can see. Look at that. Even Van Gogh would be happy with that. I probably bored you with a joke, have I, before? Van Gogh. He was in the pub and somebody said, could I buy you a drink? He said, no thanks, I got one here. Right, cross the growth, just get on with it. Wow, that feels beautiful. You don't need expense to have a nice shave. It's nice to have high-end, expensive, well-made, top quality. But for me, I enjoy them, of course I do, but I don't forget my old friends either. Hopefully you can see that's done an absolutely beautiful job. He says he hasn't done the chin yet. Again. Beautiful. Triple chin. Not double chin, triple, I'll say before anybody else does. Triple chin. Oh yeah, nice. Go on, have a touch. Second pass, that's lovely. That was lovely. Okay, we're not going back to the puck. We're gonna just a bit of water. Likes a lot of water, and for me to say that, love this. What does it feel like? Some people may not like the corner. There is a rounder version of this. Which I think Flash Boredom has got. Down by here, isn't it? South Wales, you see. I'm north, he's south. Much nicer up here. Very nice down south. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's like the 50p, but I like it. It's a good grip, nice. You can hold it as a sort of a indentation here, which I always find handy if you grip like that. So you push against it, and it's nice. Yeah. Okay, Lord is doing very well against the growth. So we'll start down here. Very lightly. And Sunday dinner. Lamb, roast lamb. I I have it quite often. I love lamb. Roast lamb, and it's a breast of lamb, as we call it, like off the rib. It was a cheap cut years ago. You could do all sorts with it: roast it, roll it, stuff it, all sorts of stuff. It was but these days it's still inexpensive for what it is, a good size. It is quite fatty, but a lot of that, if you roast it nice and slow, will dissolve, if you like, for a better word. It will into the as it cooks, you know, into the meat, giving it flavour and tenderness. So that'll be roasted. Mine will be rolled, and it won't be stuffed with sage and onion stuffing, but that is nice. Unless I fancy doing it myself, but which I doubt. Steamed potatoes, little baby potatoes. I'm doing mushy peas again, the soak for 2 hours, the quick soaks. I love them. Having them, and then baby carrots, whole carrots. And what else is there? Lashentos of gravy. And mint sauce. It'll be homemade mint sauce today because I've run out of the jar I usually use, so I got mint in the garden. Good clump of leaves. Roll them tight, chop them finely, vinegar, bit of sugar, and then that's a good homemade, old-fashioned mint sauce. With plenty of that on. And maybe a few leaves for a mint tea. I like mint tea, peppermint. But there is lager and cider, if I so wish. Let's give this a slickness test. Oh yeah, I can feel it there, wow. Let me just try it though. Don and David and Agent Maxine. Are we doing okay? Pick-up time, baby. Still laugh at that. Right, it is pick-up time, baby. 3, 2, 1. Pick-up time, baby. Baby, I don't know why. I'm not even going to ask myself why that's come about. Pick-up time, baby. Look at that. Before I do the pick-up time, look at that. I'm quite impressed because I did catch this early, as I say. But it must have healed enough, but you can easily just nick it again and back to square one. Okay. Plenty. The brush holds the soap very nicely. It feels, as I say, dry, beautifully soft tips. Well, soft brush, synthetic, but it's a good backbone for lathering and when you're on the face, but it's comfortable, really nice. But I mainly didn't buy it for the knot, I bought it for the handle, and I asked for a synthetic to be, or in the synthetic. Okay, pickup time. I'm going higher and higher with these pickups. There's a fourth pass really. But this is where you can get the detail work done. And as I say, anybody new watching, welcome to the channel and thank you very much. I'll be having some interesting shaves. It does get better with patience and time. Don't You know, it's not going to be, sometimes it is for people straight off, wow, you know, and that's fantastic, but if you don't, just bear with it. Don't, you know, it's not fibre optic and it's there. It's the old fashioned, you got to have a bit of patience, and it'll be worth it in the end. Do what I do, have a chat with yourself. Well, I'm chatting to you, but as I film this, I'm by myself with a piece of glass in front of me. And that's it, yeah, it's worth it. Listen to that. All pickup time is you're just picking up the rough ends where you've missed, you know, bits and pieces. You can feel, if you put water on your face, you feel it rough there. So if you listen, you aim for this BBS, but aiming for a BBS shave, it becomes addictive. I got no skin. Doesn't matter, keep going. Pardon? Oh. We have flowers jumping out, we have noises. That's beautiful. There's a touch there just on that jawline. But otherwise, I think, yeah, that's beautiful. Rinse. Luckily, in the last shave or two, I've been able to answer most comments, and actually had the time. It's nice for me to respond to them. I don't know, it's just something I think is quite important. But as I say, always forgive me if I don't. It's just a time thing, as life is busy, isn't it? You know, just we need to bring in 30-hour days, I think, but we don't work more hours. Yeah, right. Thayer's cucumber today. One of my 5 a day, and it is very realistic. Oh, slice them up, a bit of vinegar. Ooh. And you don't go out smelling like a cucumber, you know. You're not going to have rabbits run after you. Come here. Okay, I'm going to use, in the thumbnail of this video you would have seen the Palmer's coconut cream, moisture cream, but I'm going to use this Arko today because there's hardly any scent to it, because I'm using Brut. This is not the original, it's a splash on. Same scent, but much weaker really, and it's not quite the same. If you had the original here and this, you'd tell the difference. I've said that before. But oh, it still takes you down memory lane. Come on. Hey, this is for you. This, he used to do this with Brut and Allspice. My old man used to rub it under his arm. Waste not, want not. So that's Brut. Yeah, lovely. And then the Arko. This is the sensitive. A little dabble, do we? And that should. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that is absolutely. And another thing someone asked is, what is my sort of routine of washing or something? my face routine between shaves, so the days I don't shave. Well, usually for me, well, like most people, start the day off, you jump in the shower and wash. What I tend to do is shampoo on the hair, but I don't use any shower gel on my face, just on the body. Normally I just hot water from the shower itself and wash my face like that. Maybe once a week I've got a face scrub Mrs H bought me. I'll use that first and then rinse that off, but otherwise it's just water mainly on my face, and then I may put some Thayers or something, witch hazel on my face and some moisture cream. So you know, that's how I look after this beauty of a face of mine. I can make fun of myself, don't worry. I know I'm not Brad Pitt, but look at that. As I said, shaving will not make you good looking, but you'll feel damn good. And if you feel good in there as well, you'll look brilliant. Even if only you that says it. Lord L5, I'm going now. Lord L5 3-piece non-adjustable overhang to be aware of. High end of mild to mid aggression. Not quite DE89. It's over the Wilkinson Sword Classic. Somewhere in between there. Very nice, good solid razor, inexpensive. It has a nice diamond sort of knurling grip there. What can you say? Done the job. Personna Red, second use, that was good. We used this Yushu Gentleman's Shaving Shop Juniperberry. Not used that for a while. I bloomed it. It likes water and it's still thick and pasty, so plenty of water. But it's a lovely, slick, good glide, protection and all that stuff. Good soap, very subtle scent. Not a wow scent. It's, for me, it's a nice scent, pleasant, but nothing, you know, I wouldn't run 10 miles to go and buy one. But it's a good soap, it does its job. Yaqi Moka 24, synthetic, very nice handle. I love it. That's why I bought it, for the handle, but the brush, not as good. It worked well, fair play, and that should get better as well with use. Even though it's a synthetic. We rinsed off with water then. We've used Thayer's Cucumber, very realistic scent. And then we've added Brut Splash On Lotion. It is the same, but it's not the same. But it'll do, it's nice. And then the Arko Sensitive Moisture Cream. And that's the result. Very happy with that for this Sunday. So have a fantastic day if you're watching this in the morning, and a good start to next week if you're watching later on, whatever. Hope you've had a good weekend, as I say, with family, with friends. If you've been working, thank you for what you do, and take care of yourselves. Have some good shaves, stay happy, positive, and look arrogance and negativity in the face, straight in the eyes, and say, you don't bother me, son. There's got to be nobody left. Thanks very much. Have a great rest of the week. No, it hasn't started yet. Have a good start to the week, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the midweek shave, if I haven't been carted off to a asylum somewhere. We've gone up the road, but it's abandoned. Goodbye.